I'm going to show you the ultimate funnel for selling any high ticket product or service, whether it's B2B or B2C. If you run an agency, sell a course, or an online coach, or just selling something expensive online, this video will show you step by step how to make a funnel that converts like wildfire so you can start booking calls and getting sales ASAP. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Evan Siege. I've generated over $37 million in revenue for my clients with ads and funnels, and currently I have the pleasure of working with some incredible companies like Gym Launch, Jason Wojo and Wojo Media, ListKit, Bulls on Wall Street, Client Ascension, and the list goes on. So this funnel that we're going to talk about today is called a VSL call funnel. Now, for those of you who already know what a call funnel is and are maybe running one right now, keep listening because I bet you're making a few key mistakes and you're not structuring it properly to maximize results. So I promise you're going to get something out of this. And for those of you who have no idea what a VSL call funnel is, it's basically a funnel where you run ads to it to try to get someone on the other end to book a call so you can sell them something. Now, if you want to make a high converting VSL call funnel, there's 3 key parts to developing and scaling it. It's the structure, the copy you use, and the follow-up. And we're going to dive into all 3 of those below. So let's get right into it. So the whole goal of a VSL call funnel, and I wrote it right here, is to get qualified prospects booked on your calendar. That's it. That's what you're optimizing for. Okay. So anyone who is not qualified, we want to structure this funnel in a way that it literally scares them the heck off. Okay. And they don't book time in your sales team's calendar. They don't waste your time, because talking to unqualified prospects who are broke sucks. And that's what we want to totally get rid of with this funnel structure. And a lot of people forget about that, right? They say, oh, well, I have a call funnel, I keep getting all these bad prospects. Well, guess what? There's a way that you can actually structure it to where they don't go into your funnel. They don't book time on your calendar. And we're going to dive into that. So a VSL call funnel looks like this. You're going to have a pre-opt-in page. You're going to have a VSL page. You're going to have a application page, a schedule page, and a thank you page. Okay. Now, I personally like to have a pre-opt-in page. You don't necessarily need one. I just like to add a little bit more friction to the funnel because I am selling high ticket and my clients are selling high ticket, that I kind of like to add another layer of pre-screening and filtration before they get over into the next steps in the funnel. So what is a pre-opt-in page? Well, it's basically a page that has a headline, a subheadline, some quick bullet points about what the next page, i.e. the VSL, is going to be about. And then it has a lead capture form here where you capture anything from, usually I just do their name, their phone, and their email. So a couple quick, easy fields. Now, what a pre-opt-in page does is it's basically going to filter out all those low intent leads that are just coming through your ad and are like, oh, I'm just going to quickly hop into this VSL here and, hit a couple quick things, submit my info, and maybe I'll show up to call, maybe I won't, right? Because let's say that your offer is you fix people's show rates. Okay. You fix salespeople's show rates. They're struggling with getting people to show up on sales calls. So that's your offer. You fix show rates. What you're going to do is here on this headline, you're going to reiterate, because again, your ad should say, hey, salespeople, I'm going to help you fix your show rates. Cool. Your headline should reiterate that. Your subheadline should give a credibility point about that. Your 3 points here should talk about how your VSL is going to talk about fixing show rates. Okay. Now we're going to get into congruency a little bit later in the copy section, but this is kind of an emphasis on that. Like everywhere in your funnel, if your offer is that you're going to fix show rates, it should literally talk about it at every single step of the funnel. Okay. So again, more on that later, but that's something that you want to consider with a pre-opt-in page. It's like a pre-screening. It's like, okay, cool. You opted into to my ad. Okay, cool. I'm going to make sure that you, read this page, make sure if you want to continue down the funnel, and if so, put your info in right here. Now, something that's really cool too is people that enter their info here, but don't actually go through the next steps, right? They don't submit an app, they don't book a call, they don't reach the thank you page ever, they don't watch the VSL. These are leads that I usually have setters run to, and this is usually like a lead score of like a 1 to 2. But typically if your setters are kind of a little bit dry on leads, I'll say, hey, go check the pre-opt-in list and you can kind of like farm through some people there and be like, oh, hey, I saw you opted in to watch the VSL. Did you get to watch it? You know, where you kind of at with that? And it just gets also some more people onto your email list so you can remarket to them later. So that's why I like to have a pre-opt-in. Now, after that, we go over to the VSL page, which again, everyone loves the VSL page. And that's the thing that you should be optimizing a lot, right? You should be checking play rates of your VSL, all that fun stuff. I'll have future training on landing page structure, especially VSL page structures, and also training on how to write a winning VSL. But for now, I'm gonna keep it very, very simple, right? Over here on a VSL page, I have a headline, I have a subheadline, I have the VSL, I have a button. Oops, that's gonna take them over to the application later. And then down here, I'll have case studies. That's it. That's literally it, okay? You're gonna see some VSL pages that you just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I've tested short VSL pages and I've tested long VSL pages. Short ones work every single time, because what's the whole point of a VSL landing page? It's to get someone to watch the VSL, get someone to watch the freaking video. So your headline should create curiosity about getting people to watch the VSL. Your headline should support, or your subheadline should support that. And the case studies are just down here for people that are a little bit skeptical, like, should I even listen to this guy? Like, what has he actually like done? And also it's going to push people over to the application, especially if you have some really cool results. Like, I made a company $1 million in 90 days doing the stuff that's in the video above, right? And you can also get access to this fully if you fill out an application. I keep the pages very simple, and I like to do this analogy here at this point. Say, for example, that we have this big old maze, okay? There are 3 rooms. There's room 1, there's room 2, there's room 3. Say there is a door here and a door here. Over here, there is a trophy, okay? A big ass block of cheese, okay? Because over here, there's a mouse. Sorry, I don't know how to draw a mouse, but there we go. It's kind of like a mouse. So anyways, here we'll give it a tail. So the whole goal, all right, is to get the mouse to walk through this door here and this door here to get to this big block of cheese over here. Now, it can sniff out the cheese if there's no distractions in rooms 1, 2, or 3, and it'll get there very quick to the end goal. What happens though if you add a block of cheese here? Add a block of cheese here, block of cheese here, block of cheese here, block of cheese here, here, right? The mouse is gonna go here. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, cool, that's awesome. Oh, cool, that's awesome. Oh, cool, that's awesome. Here, oh, cool, right? It's gonna take forever for them, and they're probably gonna get lost. They'll probably just end up getting fat and dying right here, and they're never gonna get over to this big block of cheese, i.e. the end goal, okay? You know, funny example, funny analogy, but that's what happens with a very complex VSL page. Is people are gonna get very distracted, and that's more opportunities. If there's more text and all these crazy elements on the page, one, that's more opportunity for something to break on your page, and some, you know, stylistic element to turn somebody off, or something not to be mobile optimized. And 2, you might say something that just doesn't resonate with the audience. There's too many variables the longer you make a page. So I like to make it very short. I direct them to watch the VSL. I let the VSL do its work, and then I direct them over to the next step, which is the application. So application, I use Typeform. I've tried HubSpot's application. I've tried making it look like Typeform. I've tried Calendly. I've tried high level, all these things. Typeform works. The UI, or user interface, is amazing. It's very clean. And what I do is I embed the Typeform application here on my VSL page as a pop-up. So they'll click this button right here, and a big old pop-up will show up, which is the application. So the application usually has anywhere from 5 to 10 questions. And again, these are questions that are going to pre-qualify your prospect. So the whole goal of the application is to sniff out bad prospects. And any bad prospect, we're gonna send them off into fairyland over here, okay? We're gonna send them to a dummy thank you page, because they are dummies. Just kidding. But a dummy thank you page, and for you media buyers out there and people that are running ads, this is how you actually optimize your traffic properly. You have no pixel on this page. It's a dummy page that says, hey, we'll review your application, appreciate the time, and someone from our team will reach out. And again, these are usually like lead scores of anywhere from like 2 to 2.5 that I will give to my setters, and they'll call. Usually it's more on like the 2 range is how we score it within the CRM, because they're still unqualified. They told us they're unqualified. So in here, you're gonna have questions like, anything from, hey, I know this program here is $3,000. Do you have $3,000 to invest in yourself if you like the product and you like the service? You'll be surprised at how many people will literally say no. Okay, those ones that say no, you direct them over here. But people that answer all these questions properly based on the conditional logic you put within Typeform, and I'll have a video on this later to show you how to build a nice application, then they get sent over to the schedule page. And the schedule page is exactly like it says, right? It's got a calendar on there, very simple. They book a time, and then they go over here to the thank you page. Now, the thank you page, a lot of people just don't do anything with this. They'll just say, thanks, confirmed. It's terrible. So the thank you page, I use it as a tool or a weapon. Again, this goes back to the whole congruency thing, but if I'm talking about fixing their show rates, that's my offer. Again, let's go back to that example. If over here in the pre-opt I said, I'm going to fix your show rates. VSL, I said, here's how I'm going to fix your show rates. App said, I'm going to show you how to fix your show rates. Let's see if you're qualified. Over here, I'm going to say, hey, book your free, fix my show rates strategy call or something. Right? And then over here on the thank you page, I'm going to say, hey, awesome. I'm very pumped to help you fix your show rates. On the call, I'm going to fix your show rates by doing X, Y, and Z. And I'm also going to give you a couple additional secrets on how to fix your sales process if that's a back-end upsell that you do. And, be in a quiet place. I'm also going to be sending you a couple emails and texts and also calling you very soon. Make sure to open those because there's a lot of cool things that you can use tomorrow to, fix your show rates before the call. So check it on out. So I like to actually make sure the copy is, again, congruent on the thank you page. It's not just like, hey, your appointment's confirmed, thanks, and then send them off to their wayside. I like to give them a little bit more value, really hype up that call, set the hook in for that call, and just make sure everything's congruent. Point number 2, if you want to make this funnel work, you need to dial in your follow-up. Now, I want to make something very clear before we move forward. This is where most people stop when they optimize a funnel or build a funnel, okay? A funnel is not just the landing page to the point that they book a call. A funnel is literally the entire interaction someone has with your brand or company or offer the second that they see an ad until the second that they have a 100% firm decision whether they're buying or not. That's the full funnel. So I see your ad, I either decide 100% firm decision to buy or not. Everything that happens in between that is your funnel, and that is what you need to be optimizing. So yes, follow-up is actually a part of your funnel, and it's very important. So I like to have a ton of follow-up, especially when someone books a call. I send them a mixture of testimonials, case studies, value, custom messages. So if I literally go in, sometimes I'll go in their ad library and be like,
hey, I know we have a call booked for Thursday, but I just wanted to send you a couple things your copy is misspelled, or hey, if you try this angle with the copy or change this headline around in the creative, I think that'll do pretty good for you. So give it a shot. Look forward to chatting on Thursday.
A lot of people overlook the personalized follow-up. I love it. It's very hard to scale, but if you do have knowledgeable setters and closers and SDRs, you can train them to do that, and that's something that I found great success with. So some of the follow-up you should have, again, is email, phone, SMS. You should be following up with book calls. You should be following up with applications that didn't book. You should be following up with no-shows. All this stuff plays into your funnel and how successful it is because, again, you're trying to get people on a closing call. If they filled out an application but didn't book a call, these are all people that you're going to want to call back and try to set them for that call again. So if you have all these leaks in the funnel and you're not doing proper follow-up, you're not going to be maximizing the ROAS that you could be getting. And a lot of your ad dollars are just going to go to waste. And point number 3, which so many people overlook, and it's the congruency in your copy, okay? Copy is everything. Copy is huge. With your funnel, it is literally one of the most important things. Now, I talked about it a little bit earlier when I was going through the whiteboard example, but you need to be congruent with your messaging. So again, I use the show rates example. So if you have an offer that fixes people's show rates, and on your ad, you say, hey guys, I'm gonna help you fix your show rates. And then on the landing page or the pre-opt-in, you say, hey, I'm gonna help you fix your entire sales process. And then people are like, wait, but you just told me that you're gonna help me fix my show rates, sales process, okay. And say, for example, they opt into that and they get to your VSL and it's like, I'm gonna show you how to make more sales if you're a B2B salesman. It's like, wait, I'm so confused here. I opted into something that told me I'm going to have my show rates fixed, and now you're telling me I'm going to be an amazing B2B salesman. Like, what's happening here? So that's congruency, and that happens because 2 months later, you're still going to be using that funnel, but you're going to come up with different ad angles and different ideas. You're going to change this headline here. You're going to change this follow-up sequence. Maybe you'll reshoot a VSL, and you're going to forget about congruency. You're going to forget about that ultimate central topic that your funnel and offer conveyed in the first place. And it's not going to be congruent anymore. It's not going to flow. It's going to have these little leakage points and breaks and confusion points. A confused prospect never buys. So what you want to do is just make sure your messaging through the entire funnel is congruent. It just keeps reminding people like, hey, I'm going to help you fix your show rates. Hey, I'm going to help you fix your show rates. Here's how I'm going to help you fix your show rates. Hey, remember? I'm going to help you fix your show rates, right? That's what you want to keep doing. So it's redundant, but that's really one of the biggest things that you can do when you're writing copy for your funnel. And this goes again for email follow-up. If everything was good all the way until your thank you page, saying, hey, I'm gonna help you fix your show rates, and then the email follow-up is like, yo, I'm gonna help you get better at sales. It's like, wait, what? I just wanted the show rates, okay? So just keep it all congruent. Another point on copy is everything in your funnel should be either twisting a pain point, relating to the prospect, showing your value proposition, or breaking objections. That's freaking it, okay? Make it very cut and dry, especially if you're in B2B. B2C can get a little bit more creative, but B2B, people don't have a lot of time, all right? So you just want to be very cut and dry. Don't get too complicated and fancy. And for B2B and B2C call funnels, 3rd grade reading level. Use HemingwayApp.com. It's fantastic. Run your copy and headlines and everything through there, copy and paste it, make it, all the way down to a 3rd grade reading level, and your conversions are going to go up. So again, with copy, simplicity is key and congruency is key. So although the structure is easy, there are a lot of fine elements and fine tuning, as you know, that you have to do to get this type of call funnel to print money and generate, a 3x, 5x, 7x ROAS. Like right now, we're using this same exact structure to get nearly a 5x ROAS with an $88 cost per book call for a client of ours in the financial education space selling a high ticket coaching program. You can get huge results with this, but you have to dial it in. Now, the next video I'm gonna be dropping is about congruency. It's gonna be right here if you're watching this and I already put it out right there. So go click on it because this is the follow-up to this. If it's not out yet, or you already have congruency dialed in and you're running ads and you are just tired of dealing with ad fatigue, click right here because here are 27 different ways that you can splice up one winning ad and extend its life and keep it freaking just printing dollars forever. Now go and make some cash with this funnel and hit me up if you need anything at Evan Siege on Instagram and Twitter, or just drop a comment below. I appreciate you guys.